there, Blake.
Welcome, everybody. TNT NBA Tip-Off is presented by Auto Trader Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Charles Barkley is down there. Shaquille O'Neal is right here. How surprised were you that trade went down?
I was just as surprised as him. He said he found out on Twitter. We all know the business of basketball is an ugly business. It's kind of strange because a couple years ago, well, actually this year when they gave him all that money, it was reported that they said we want you to be a Clipper forever. We want to build the franchise around you.
He had kind of a mock, jersey retirement kind of whole thing. Yeah.
And then he just got traded in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
On Twitter.
That's the kiss of death, man. That's
here?
the kiss of death, man. When they start doing all that stuff, tell you a Clipper for life. You're a Laker for life. You're a Sacramento King for life, Chuck. You'll never leave Philly. Those are the kiss of death. But actually, if this was a Western Conference trade, I would be like, nah, this is not going to make a difference. But in the Eastern Conference, they don't play three ball. You look at Miami, you look at Indiana, you look at Washington, you look at Milwaukee, they're not three-point shooting heavy teams. So he could come in here and be the best player at that position possibly in the Eastern Conference. And they can get to the playoffs. And if a guy named LeBron James says, you know what, I do want to play with Steph Curry and Kevin Durant, then all of a sudden.
Oh, come on now.
I'm just saying, all of a sudden, they could be a front-running top 3, top 4 team just as constructed because there isn't a lot of talent on one team in the Eastern Conference other than Boston and Cleveland.
Right now, they're 23
Toronto
and 20.
Is good.
23 and 26.
But they're not a three-ball team.
They're number 9 in the East. Where do they wind up in the East?
Well, I don't have the stats in front of me, but they're going to be a playoff. They're going to be in the playoffs, and they're going to be a handful. Toronto, in my opinion, is the best team in the Eastern Conference.
Wow, now you're going there. Okay.
I'm going with Toronto. I think they're the best team in the Eastern Conference, but there's no other team in the Eastern Conference that scares you.
Better than Boston?
Yes. And if you got Blake and Drummond, I think you end the conversation. But I got a couple things that's bugging me.
Oh, man.
Man. We got other stuff. What do you got?
Blake can't find out on Twitter. That's low class by the Clippers. Blake is a nice kid and a hell of a player. You can't find out. There's some respect matters to me in that situation. I'm just saying, Ernie, you can't find that out on Twitter.
Maybe they were emailing and hit the Twitter button by mistake.
No, you can't. Come on, man. Listen, he's done enough for that organization. He made them relevant.
Point taken.
Thank you.